you guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Yolanda Pondit. I'm so grateful to have you guys right here on my channel. If you've subscribed already, thank you so much for popping back by. If it's your first time, make sure it's not your last by clicking the subscribe button, like, comment, and share where possible. Without further ado, let's get right into the video. Alright, so obviously today I just wanted to clear things out, and I wanted you guys to just get a glimpse of what I do, what I study, so that should anything come up content wise that is related to that, you guys are not shocked or surprised. So anyways, so I was basically speaking about what I'm studying at Rose. So for those of you who do follow me on my social media platforms, you will have realized, by the way, do follow me on my social media platforms, Instagram at _Yolanda Pondo, and obviously on Twitter, Yolanda Pondo. So it's definitely Yolanda Pondo absolutely everywhere. So you will have realized that obviously I go to Rhodes University, and it's a higher institution here in the Eastern Cape, obviously, and yeah, so I never imagined myself in an institution where we're going to sit down and write exams and, you know, write things that are theoretical, you know, because I've always like seeked interest in, you know, live production, media, broadcasting, radio, podcasting, everything, all of the above, you know. I really wanted to, you know, immerse myself within that field of production, but I still am. However, it's not my main focus, right? So, yeah, because I wanted to go and do live production at a private school, but obviously, hey, finances and funds were just not pushing through, so I had to like be wherever I was. But honestly, I think it's the greatest decision that I've ever made in terms of academics. I think it's the greatest decision that I've ever made, like last minute decision, and I don't regret anything, really don't regret anything. Yeah, so when I decided not to go to the private school, everyone was like, do economics, do mathematics, do accounting, and I wanted to be like,
shut the fuck up, bitch. Back the fuck up. If I knock the fuck out you. Damn, man. Pussy, hey, tell your kid.
You know, but yeah, that's where I am right now, unfortunately. That's where I am. But I'm doing economics and I'm doing journalism, and I really enjoy them. I'm not going to lie to you, but I think I enjoy them because I always focus on like getting good grades, because I'm a person who fears failure, right? So every time I'm doing a subject or I'm learning a subject, I always push for good grades or the best grades that I possibly can get, because I'm so afraid of like not doing well, you know, because I mean, yeah, we need to go out of school, I mean, you know. So yeah, that's basically what I'm doing, and I really enjoy them. I love journalism. Journalism is an absolutely amazing career field, and so when I got into journalism, I thought, okay, journalism is going to be about media, you know, we're going to learn how to present and all of that stuff. I was wrong. Well, not entirely, but kind of has a lot to do with that, but to a very minimal extent, if I can put it that way. But I really enjoy it. I think it's going to assist me, you know, in the career path that I'm hoping to go into, right? So it's basically, yeah, that's amazing. And then economics, I know it's a very weird choice. I mean, a very weird combination, economics and journalism. It's just not working. But economics is a more stable career path. That's what my dad told me. So he was like, okay, you need to do a degree in economics so that you can have a more stable career path, and then obviously you can have your media and your live production on the side, knowing that you have that stable economics degree. So yeah, I'm also enjoying that as well. It's really great. I love learning about the economy. Do I? So yeah, it's a really great experience. I really love it. What I'm trying to say is that I put in hard work in whatever I do, and in order for that hard work to be effortless, you need to do a small amount each and every single day. And when I say every single day, I mean every single day. So you need to put in a small amount every single day. Every single chance you get, like read a bit of your notes, you know, so that it can become a part of your daily life. I think that's the first thing. And the second thing is to cut the damn excuses. You guys are constantly making excuses for studying. This and that. You need to stop making excuses, because the more excuses you make, the greater the chance of you becoming a failure in that subject, right? So you need to constantly tell yourself that I can do it. Even if you don't like a subject, or it just drains the living daylight out of you, you need to tell yourself that there's no way that something that cannot even speak will defeat me, you know? Like you need to stop the excuses. Like, I don't like the subject, that's why I'm getting bad marks. That's BS. That's from me to you, that's absolute BS. Anyways, so cutting the excuses is number one priority. Secondly, put in a little bit of work every single day to ensure that you maximize your potential and your ability to understand. And when you're studying, don't study to memorize. One thing about studying, don't study to memorize. You need to study to understand. So don't study to memorize, study to understand. Because if you're studying to memorize, you just want to regurgitate the information, and after that your brain just dies and doesn't remember anything. But if you understand, you're able to apply the knowledge with, like, when it comes to whatever context that you're given. Right, so obviously I've got my modules over there, my majors and my minors, and I've labeled them obviously. So that's my ecos and my journalism, psychology, and we've got Choice for Journ, which is basically in the same department as the journalism. So if, for example, I go into economics 201, I've got my 2 terms for the semester. Obviously I've got term 3, and then these are my lectures and my online e-version handout. And then obviously when I go into term 4, you can just have a look at the exam prep. So that's the 201 exam 2021. And then we have the different chapters and the essay readings, right? So then if I can just go to my psychology, let's have a look at psychology, how I've set out the preparation. So here I've got my 2 modules that I'm doing this semester. So that's mental health and distress and developmental psychology. And obviously I have what to clarify for the exam. So these are the things that I wasn't sure of at the beginning of the year or like in the middle of the year. So obviously I have a folder for them where I can just write them down and then obviously ask the lecturer so that I don't bombard them with questions that are irrelevant. So that's how basically I prepare. It's not effortless, but it kind of is, it's less time consuming this way. So yeah, basically that is how my schedule is. Yeah. Okay, so when I'm studying economics, these are the type of notes that I make. So if there are explanations and all that stuff, I usually draw the graphs just to make it easier for me. And then, yeah, so these are the notes that I make. I always make notes after lecture slides so that I'm able to to show that I can understand the information on my own. Because if you can't summarize something into, I don't know, if you can't explain something to someone else, then you really don't know what it is. Like if you can't explain it to someone else in shorter terms, in your own words, then you really don't understand what it is. So I just have these notes, and obviously I highlight them, but I don't use too much highlighters because it tends to blind me quite a lot. So yes, I'm not a color learner, but it's just to make sense of what I'm doing. And also I do have, like, you know, those light bulb moments. So over here I just drew a light bulb and I just wrote down what that light bulb moment was so that I can, you know, not forget it, basically. Yeah. I know school is not for everyone, guys. If you feel like, don't go to college or university unless it's truly necessary to go to college or university. Because if you feel like you can acquire a skill off of YouTube or off of the internet, then you don't have to go to school for that. But please guys, don't tell your parents I told you that. I really want to leave this video with the 206 bones that I had at the beginning. So if you feel like it's not necessary to like do certain subjects and modules, don't do it. You're not forced unless you really are, but you're really not forced to do so. Yeah, so I think those are the top things that I feel like are very important. Cut the excuses, make time every single day. Not to say that you won't rest or you won't, party and groove, because groove is definitely what I live for at this point and moment in my life.
You're not ashamed of yourself? Are you not embarrassed?
So, cut the excuses, make time every day. It doesn't matter, even if it's like 30 minutes to an hour. I'm sure you have that time, which some of us would rather spend on our phones. But yeah, so cut the excuses, make a little bit of time, study to understand and not memorize. Make notes, and yeah, I think that's very important. Then, to serious matters, what am I bringing to the YouTube table? First things first, everyone says that the YouTube industry is highly saturated. Guys, if the world was highly saturated, then why are there people being born every day? Like, it kind of makes no sense for people to say that. But again, I think it's excuses. Yes, it is saturated, but it doesn't have you. You're not in that industry. Everyone has something different to bring to the table. Everyone has a purpose that's different to the next person right next to them. And even if you're bringing the same content, you have that element of you have that element of how you do things. So it's absolutely absurd for people to say that, no, you can't go into that industry because it's already full, people are already doing what's great, and we don't need any more. There's no such thing. If you come there with your passion, if you come there with your ability to maximize your potential, all's good. I'm bringing voice, I'm bringing passion, I'm bringing entertainment. So in terms of my voice, I really love speaking. I'm passionate about speaking, hence radio, broadcasting, television. And I feel like as soon as people realize the power of their voice, the power of the influential capabilities that their voices portray, then it's over. The country has been taken over. It's beyond the country. And yeah, so that's basically what I'm bringing to the table. I'm bringing voice. So anything that I feel as though I am passionate about and I want to speak about, I'm definitely going to include it there. And yeah, definitely lifestyle vlogs, I'm going to be within that. I want to navigate my life journey with you guys so that you're able to understand what I go through, and you're able to comment. And obviously everyone is entitled to their own opinion. As soon as you publicize yourself, you're giving people the ability to have an input or to have an opinion basically on the things that you decide to publicize. So that is it from me, guys. Thank you so much for tuning into this video. Please don't forget to like, comment and subscribe, and I'll see you guys later on my social media platforms where we can engage.